I am a local business operator which includes raising funds through events that benefit the community and have raised significant funds to date in the last 5 years. I'm also a landscape architect, a multidisciplinary professional that likes to work in collaboration with people. I want to talk about 4 items. One, the local laws, the lack of transparency, in my opinion, community consultation, the definition of event and public place, and actively engaging the community members in redrafting local laws, number 2. I have spoken to David George on the telephone for a significant time, and I was somewhat confused at the end of that conversation as to what were the drivers for this change. I attended last week at the community drop-in time. There was nobody here. I understand a council's rationale for that there was an incident occurred. It was not until I posted something on the grapevine that probably 3/4 of this community that are on social media actually understood that there were changes to these laws. I was phone called the next day by council. I was given an opportunity to call David George directly, and my question to council and to this room is, who else received the phone call in this room? Just me? I have read 20 of the submissions to date. I reiterate all of their comments. I reiterate Jen Bray's sentiments about wording equaling law. In my conversation with David George, I spoke to him about the definitions. He was very particular about telling me that these things had been taken out of context. That the in the event specifically would only be governed in the instance that it had a significant impact on the public. 2 things I see there is significant and public. I asked him what the criteria was for significant impact. He could not tell me what the criteria was. I asked if there were any measures of risk or complaints to the council that might have driven these new local laws. And he said, yes, there was. And I asked him what they were. And he said, well, actually, we have a case or a job process, which it would go through, but no, it hasn't been quantified. So again, I'm no more the clearer. My other question, I will speak very quickly to the end, which is my request is that you commit and undertake best practice community consultation and governance, that you establish a working group or steering committee with diverse representation to progress local law 2 in a manner congruent with community needs and opportunities. Publicly identify and communicate the drivers for change, develop guidelines and quantitative measures for dealing with changes to local laws. And as stated by Jen Bray and Mark Dickinson's, take heed that now is the time for looking forward, not backwards.
Thank you.